So you will find out when my vote is tallied, and again, organizing with our community to figure out what's best.
So Kyle Kulinski went ahead and run this clip, but he didn't say exactly what it was that Jamal Bowman had declared, and this is vital. This is important, because my force to vote has evolved. My force to vote is Medicare for all, reparations, and a federal jobs guarantee. Get us reparations, get us a federal jobs guarantee, and get us Medicare for all right now. Right now. That's Jamal Bowman's force to vote. They're not going to vote for Pelosi, and those are the three issues that he had mentioned. He's got a top three. He's not going to do exactly Jimmy Dore's thing. He's doing his own thing. And frankly, this is the closest thing that I've heard that's even relevant, that's even close to what Jimmy's talking about. Jimmy started actually, Jimmy is a cheerleader. Justin Jackson is the one that started the conversation. So Justin Jackson, a football player, is the one who started the conversation. Jimmy Dore's been a cheerleader for the damn thing, and it seems like Kyle Kulinski is trying to monopolize the definition of what force the vote actually is.
My favorite part is the CNN host Anna Bash saying, "That's not a yes. It's not a yes. Bow, bend your knee." I like these answers. I do. Now, I do think people are reading too much into it, though. Like, I feel like people are reading into this that they're going to do hashtag force the vote. That's not my takeaway. My takeaway is there's a few things it could be, but...
My takeaway is a lot more convoluted and crazy and complicated, so for all my sycophants, pay attention. The media didn't declare Bernie Sanders the winner when he first, won Iowa, and then he won New Hampshire, and then he won... the other one, right? Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada. He won the first three motherfucking elections. Now, if the major media or if the progressive online media was in solidarity with one another, they would have declared Bernie the victor each one of those times. That didn't happen. We just found out for sure that they did cheat in Iowa. They did cheat. They had the results, but they wouldn't tell us what the results were. So they did cheat. Now, we are calling for force the vote, right? But who specifically is this, right? Everybody, I guess, has their own definition. But he says that his take is not that they're on board with Jimmy Dore's hashtag force the vote. Jimmy Dore hashtag, he's named the damn thing. So what? So what if they call it force the vote or if they don't call it force the vote? What Jamal Bowman, okay, here's what Jimmy Dore is asking for. Withhold your vote from Nancy Pelosi for Medicare for all. Here's what Jamal Bowman is for. Withhold your vote from Nancy Pelosi for Medicare for all, a federal jobs guarantee, and reparations. Jamal Bowman is down with force the vote. If anything, he's actually evolved it. He's moved the conversation forward. He is now the center of the conversation. So we have now a new center of the conversation. It's not Jimmy Dore. You know what? People have been attacking him, and he's a great guy, so it's all fucking bullshit. But now it's Jamal Bowman. Who is Jamal Bowman? Who is Cori Bush? They're down with force the vote. How come I wasn't aware of this? So this is, he's basically just, I don't even know what he's trying to pull here. I don't know what kind of shit Kyle Kulinski is trying to pull here, but he better knock it the fuck off because, Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush are not going to vote for Nancy Pelosi, and if they're doing it for their own individual reasons, if they're, maybe they do need solidarity, maybe they could do it stronger, but they are on the right side of history. They are for force to vote, and then some. They're in favor of force to vote and then some. At least Jamal Bowman is, and you heard what Cori Bush said. She just said she's not going to vote for Pelosi. She is not going to commit to vote for Pelosi. So that leaves, that's the sky is the limit. She could do a top 10 list. So they have taken the center of the conversation. The center was, at Justin Jackson, then at Jimmy Dore, and now it's at Jamal Bowman. And so his read on this is, wrong. His read on this is wrong. He's also going to criticize Ilhan Omar, saying that she's not for force to vote. She's in favor of Medicare for all. She posted a tweet with Nancy Pelosi praising single-payer health care in 1993. Ilhan Omar, the only person in Congress brave enough to stand up for Medicare for all. And then she tweeted something about healthcare access expansion is the #1 issue. We should fight for it, and I think that just opens the door for a public option. That's fine. Medicare for all or public option, I'm okay with both. Ilhan Omar fighting for public option, fighting for a single-payer health care. If she's for a vote for those things, then why wouldn't she be for withholding her vote from Pelosi in order to get those things? It's like Kyle Kulinski, it's like, you don't think Ilhan Omar, yeah, all these stupid, dumbasses online don't understand power, but you're going to try to tell me that Cori Bush, Jamal, Bowman, Ilhan Omar, and, Mondaire Jones, and anybody else that's going to, be for force to vote, you're going to tell me they don't understand the power of their vote? You're going to tell me they don't understand the power of withholding their vote? Of course they understand, and the better that they understand that power, the more that they will get. Kissing ass gets you nowhere. You got to tell them what you want, and you got to get it.
#1, that there are backroom negotiations going on, which I'm sure there are, but, my contention has always been those don't work nearly as well as when you use the bully pulpit. And as we already saw, AOC was snubbed for a committee seat that she thought she was a lock to get. So, those backroom negotiations didn't work out too well in that scenario, and that did it.
So right now, where I want 17 progressives to rally around Jamal Bowman's force to vote. He wants Medicare for all, reparations, federal jobs guarantee. I like it. Let's do it. Let's get that passed. Let's get that passed. That's where the center of force to vote is right now. That's, according to, that's my opinion, one humble observer's opinion. So Jamal Bowman is the new leader of Force to Vote. Jamal Bowman is the new center of the conversation. 17 progressives need to, rally around Jamal Bowman. There needs to be solidarity. If they vote as a block, then they could actually do this thing. If they just fight individually, then it might not work. But by documenting, by pointing it out, all these people are all on the same side. So essentially, you don't think that they agree that it's a tactic? They know it's a tactic, right? They have probably lots of arrows in their quiver. Or quivers in their quill, or quills in their quiver. But Kyle Kulinski is wrong. He is wrong.
So thing #1 this tells me is maybe there are backroom negotiations happening.
Basically, Kyle Kulinski is just seeing, Jamal Bowman sit down, and he's like, oh, that's not sitting down. That's just, squatting and putting your posterior, on a chair. That's not sitting. Then he's standing up. Oh, that's not standing. He's just extending his legs and, putting his feet on the ground. Well, which is it? He's not sitting, he's not standing. He is sitting, he's standing, and he's for force to vote. He's for force to vote for Medicare for all, and he's for force to vote for reparations, and he's for force to vote for a federal jobs guarantee. So, fantastic. Welcome aboard, Jamal Bowman, or maybe welcome aboard me, because Jamal Bowman is the one that's leading this conversation now. The center of the conversation for force to vote is centered around Jamal Bowman. They all need to tell me where the fuck they stand on this shit. I don't know where any of my representatives stand. Boebert says she's for health care, but, yeah, she's for destroying health care. Let's be honest. And Nancy Pelosi missed $140 million. Oh, only $140 million. Pelosi will be okay. Everybody that's worried, this should be okay. She will be okay. Don't worry about Nancy Pelosi, She'll be unemployed, sure, but she's got $140 million, so she'll just have to figure out how to spend $140 million. And then Kulinski was against the impeachment, so you can't really trust everything Kulinski says anyways. He's getting a little lazy. Got a little celebrity, getting a little lazy. Hopefully he starts, getting back on the campaign. We're beginning new, right? New Congress, new president. It's a new day. Anyways, peace.